Eight-Bit Baseball is on. Today's game features trademarks and the Super Strikes. Both teams are 1-1 after opening weekend. Both teams are warmed up. It's time for the game to begin. Saller up at center field. Zane pitching for the trademarks. First pitch is a ball outside. Ball one. One ball. No strikes to Saller. And he swings that one back up to the pitcher. Wow. Gloves it quickly. Throws it back to the catcher. That one's a pop out to the pitcher. Line drive. And there's a light tap over to Wilson, second baseman, who gloves and throws to Palmer for the second out. So Rodney now the right fielder up for the Super Strikes. Batting .625 on the year. And he hits that one into the third base side foul. Strike one. No balls. One strike to Rodney. Zane delivers. And he hits that one over to the right field, all the way out into left field. Corbin is there and has to throw it in. So we've got a single now, a two-out single. And Roche is up to bat. Rodney with the two-out single. And that one's in on the inside. He he hit it foul over on the first base side. Strike one. No balls. One strike to Roche. And that's a strike on the outside of the plate for strike two. No balls, two strikes. And then a pitch on the outside. A lot of curve on that one. One ball, two strikes to Roche. And the pitch there. He offers it that one, and he pops it up over into the right field side. Simpson is there, moves over, gathers under it for the third out. So that retires the Super Strikes in the first inning. Trademarks now up to bat. Jackson leading off for the trademarks. Jimbo on the hill for the Super Strikes. That's a pop out into right field, and Rodney is there, and he gathers it for the first out. Wilson now, the second baseman, comes up to bat. Jimbo winds and delivers, and that one's hit over on the third base side. Market is there, throws it over in time for the out. And now Simpson, the right fielder, comes up. Jimbo pitches on the outside of the strike zone, and he popped him up. Milosh, the catcher, moves back into foul territory, and he makes the catch for the third out. So a very quick inning, and just one hit between the two teams. Now the Super Strikes back up to bat. Second inning, Market. Zane still on the hill after a perfect first. And that one is popped up into the right field side. Simpson was on the run and makes the catch. That was a tough play to make. Had to run a long way. Mira now, the first baseman, still looking for his first hit of the season. And almost very close there. It was a foul ball, so strike one to Mira. No balls, one strike to Mira. And that's a pitch in the inside over the strike zone. Strike two, no balls, two strikes. And on the outside, that was very close. That could have been a strikeout. One ball, two strikes to Mira. And it's a pitch that he offers that down the third base line. That's going to be a hit, his first of the season. And it's going to even be a double. He's going to reach second base. Corbin is out there and gathers it, throws into Walker. But he's on second base now. One down with Albert, the shortstop. Oh, and Albert takes the hit by pitch, which will be counted as a walk, BB. And that's a hit down the third base line for an out, steps on the bag, and then gets the runner for the force out. A double play. All right, so to the bottom of the second we go. Corbin, the left fielder, up to bat. And Jimbo still pitching. Foul ball. Third base side for the first strike. No balls, one strike to Corbin. Jimbo winds and delivers, and that one's popped up over onto shallow left. Market goes out, third baseman, and gathers that for the first out. So Palmer, the first baseman, now up for trademarks. And he hits that one over to McCoy. Hit it kind of pretty hard, line drive, but McCoy gathers it on a one-hop and throws to first for the second out. And now Betts. And Betts also hits it to the second baseman, McCoy, who gloves and throws to Mira for the third out. So on to the third we go. Super Strikes up to bat. Jimbo, the pitcher, leading us off. And Zane pitches it inside, a ball. One ball, no strikes to Jimbo. Zane delivers, and that one's on the outside. 102 miles an hour. Jimbo swung right through that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's a strike on the outside corner. Very, very close to the edge there. Wonderful pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And over this zone there. And he offers at it. And he hits it. Pops it up. Infield side. Shortstop is there. Jackson. And makes the catch. So 1 down. Saller, center fielder now. Up to bat once more. Zane. And he pitches that one to the outside the plate. Ball 1. And then brings it back inside, backs him off the plate, but that's also a ball. So ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Saller. And a 3rd ball. He's having trouble finding the zone right now. 3 balls, no strike to Saller. And he hits that one. That was a ball across the zone. He hits it out into right field. And in a charge, Simpson is able to grab it for the 2nd out. That was a very close play. He had to run a long way to make that catch. McCoy now, the 2nd baseman now up to bat. And he hits that one. 3rd base side foul. McCoy. And takes a pitch inside. That was curving across the plate. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And then that one is actually nips the plate on the outside portion. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And then back inside, and he hits that one out to the 3rd baseman, Walker, who gloves and throws to Palmer for the 3rd out. So to the bottom of the 3rd we go. Trademark's still looking for a hit in this one. Walker will lead us off this time, batting .571 on the season. And he hits that one out. Mira has to dive for it to make the catch, but he does make the catch and tags the bag with the out. Here's a first pitch strike to Davids, the catcher. Jimbo got him swinging on that one. No balls, 1 strike to Davids. And he hits that one back up the middle, and Albert dives, but he misses it. And so Davids is now on base with a single. 1 down for Zane, the pitcher. Jimbo, runner on first. And he hits that one, and it almost got past Mira, but not quite. He did get the lead runner out, but still a runner on first base now. 2 down for Jackson, the shortstop. Jimbo. And he got him to swing at that slider. No balls, 1 strike. And another strike. He comes back to the inside very quickly for a 2nd strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And then that one hit back up to the pitcher, who's able to glove and toss to second for the 3rd out. And we in the frame, move to the 4th. Super strikes up. Rodney, the right fielder. And he hits that one very hard down the 3rd base line and all the way to the wall. Corbin's having to chase that one down out there. It is just a single, though. Manages to keep him to first. But a hit nonetheless. Nobody down for Roche, the left fielder for the Super Strikes. Zane checks the runner and delivers that one. It's hit out to the shortstop and then back to first in time for the double play. So that first leadoff single is not going to be too much trouble. But this hit, however, could in fact be Simpson going back. Wow, that was pretty close to the track. A deep, deep fly ball. So we move to the bottom of the frame, and the trademarks now up to bat. Wilson leading us off this time, the 2nd baseman. And Jimbo delivers that one, and he hits it pop up left field side. It's out there. Oh, right at the warning track, right at the wall. It's about as far as you can get and not hit a home run here. Wow. All right. That first pitch is hit foul first base side there to Simpson, the right fielder. Jimbo delivers that one on the outside, and Simpson bats at it, hits it over to Albert, who throws it quickly to Mira for the 2nd out. Now Corbin, the left fielder. Jimbo gives him a pitch right over the middle, and it's hit over center field. Saller charges it, is able to make the catch. Wow, some excellent fielding going on today. Absolutely no runs surrendered by either pitcher, and only 4 hits in total between the teams. All right, so to the Super Strike side. Oh, and that's a lead-off hit by pitch. And so we have Albert now with a runner on first after the bonker. And he hits that one out. That was a diving play by Jackson to throw out the lead runner, but just one. And now we're popped up over on the left field side. Corbin is back. He's running under it, and he's able to make the play. Wow. All right, so now Jimbo, the pitcher, with 2 down. Still the runner at first, and he bats at that one. He's hit back to the center field, and it gets into center field for a hit. Well, that's Not a common sight there to see the pitcher get an out like that. And now we've got runners at first and second and a pitching change. Going to Carter. Trademarks are going to Carter now in relief in the 5th inning. And oh, that's going to get past a diving Wilson. And now we've got the bases loaded. Wow, here, what's going to happen? 2 out, McCoy. He hits it over to the shortstop who gloves, and he gets the lead runner. So the biggest offensive charge of the day is shut down. Wow, still no score. Bottom of the 5th. First baseman Palmer up. And Jimbo delivers that one in on the hands, but he's able to hit at it, and it's going to get past Rodney. And he is on base. He's moving up to second, still in motion. Rodney's out into the up to the wall. He had to basically grab the hit off the wall there, and finally throws it in. So we've got a runner at second, nobody down for Betts, the center fielder for the Trademarks. And Jimbo pitches first pitch inside, second pitch inside. So 2 balls, no strikes to Jimbo. I'm sorry, by Jimbo, to Betts, rather. And that's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Betts. Jimbo gives him a ball on the inside now, so 3 balls, 1 strike to Betts. Runner on first, nobody down, bottom of the 5th, no score. And he bats at that one, and it's over on the first base side, foul. So we've got a full count now. Runner at second, Jimbo checks the runner and delivers. Inside, he walked him. Wow, okay, so Walker up now. And he hits that one out between the center and right fielders. It's going to be a hit, and the runners are still in motion. It looks like they're going to take third, and an RBI single, and runners at the corners, and now a relief pitcher coming in. Who are we going to see? Miles in place of Jimbo with the first run finally on the board. And that one's popped up into left field. Roche is there. He grabs it. Runners can't advance. They tag up. So now 2 down. I'm sorry, 1 down. Carter, pitcher. And Miles now. He's a right-hander, side armor. Runners at the corners. Trademarks now leading 1-0. Oh, he swung through that one. Strike 1. Miles. Check out the runners. Delivers, and it's over the plate. He offers at it. It's hit over into right field. Rodney's running in, and he's able to get under it. So now 2 down. Runners at the corners for Jackson, the leadoff. And it's hit down the first base line to the first baseman, and he tags the bag for the out. So the offensive charge is ended, but not before the Trademarks take the first lead of the game. 1-0. Rodney now up to bat with a beefy 700 average. Carter pitching for the Trademarks. The pitch is a strike, 88. So no balls, 2 strikes to Rodney. And that one is hit very deep in the left field side, and it's going to be all the way into the stands for a home run. How about that to tie the game? Whew. Super strikes, tying it up on a Rodney home run. All right, that brings up Roche, the cleanup hitter. Nobody down. And he hits that one into right field. Simpson is charging in, and he's not able to get to it. He got over Simpson's head, and he's going to have to take it off the wall. And then Roche will be all the way to second with a double, so still with nobody down. And now with the game back tied, Market comes up. Runner at second. Pitch there. It's up at the zone. It dribbles over on foul side. First base, foul side. Strike 1. No balls. 1 strike to Market. The third baseman. Carter delivers a pitch on the inside. 88 miles an hour. 1 ball. 1 strike to Market. Carter gives him the ball well outside now. Well outside. 86 miles an hour. 2 balls. 1 strike to Market. And the pitch there. Oh, he swung through that slider in the dirt for the second strike. 2 balls. 2 strikes to Market. And it's inside. He offers at it. Hits it back to the second baseman, Wilson, who gloves, and throws it to Palmer. Palmer for the out. First out. Runner still at second. Mira, the first baseman up. Carter gives him a pitch over the zone. That one dribbles down the third base line, and he throws it back to first for the out. The runner stayed at second, and so there was no threat there. Albert, the shortstop, now up, and he takes a pitch inside, fouls it on the third base side of the field. It's Albert. Paul Carter gives him a pitch inside, ball 1. 86 miles an hour on that ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Albert hits that one. He popped it up again. That's the third base side into foul territory. Corbin was rushing out, but not really close on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he hits that one now back up to the shortstop Jackson, who gloves it, throws it over, and not in time! Albert legs that one out and gets on base. Now runners at the corners. Wow, and another relief pitcher here coming in. We've got Garvey in place of Carter now, and that pitch is a strike, first pitch strike, with Garvey in quite a tight spot. And then he gives him another pitch on the inside, but it's hit very hard out into the left field side. Corbin's not going to get close to it, and it's into the stands for a home run. Milos, the catcher, putting it into the stands and taking the lead. Miles, the pitcher, that one, pops it up to Garvey. I think Garvey will want to remember that out far more than perhaps a hit he gave up prior to it. All right, and now we've got Dam 2 in a pinch hitter for Wilson. And he's popped up over on the third base side. Third baseman Market is out there, and he collects that one for the out. Wilson up, the right field. Swings at that one, a strike. No balls, 1 strike. And a second pitch, strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Simpson. And the pitch there is down the pike, and he hits it over first base side, deeply foul into the stands. Nice memento for someone there. No balls, 2 strikes to Simpson. And he hits that one back up to the shortstop, Albert, who gloves it and throws him out. 2 down now for Corbin, left fielder. And the pitch there is on the inside. He pops it up over on the left field side, and Roche is there for the 3rd out. All right, so we move to the 7th now. Super Strikes leading 4-1. Garvey on the hill. Saller, the center fielder, is going to lead us off. Leadoff man. And that one's hit to Garvey, who gloves and throws to Palmer. So Garvey playing some excellent defense. And McCoy up, the second baseman. And that one's hit over to the left field side. And it's going to be over Corbin's head, off the wall. Wow, he made it quite a leap for that one. But it went right over his head and off the wall. Just a single, however. He is able to glove and contain it to a single. Rodney, the right fielder, up now. And he takes a ball on the inside, 88 miles an hour. Garvey. And he throws another pitch. This one outside, but 2 balls, no strikes. And it's hit powerfully through the gap there between the third baseman and shortstop, all the way out to the wall. And again, Corbin is chasing it down, and now we've got runners at 2nd and 3rd. Runners at 2nd and 3rd for Roche. And another pitching change. Pruitt now in for the trademarks. And that's going to be hit first base side foul for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Pruitt in. Roche up to bat. The cleanup hitter takes a pitch inside. 79 miles an hour for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pruitt delivers on the outside, a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And the next pitch, he swings it down. He popped him up, kind of inside out of the pitch. And Pruitt is over under the ball and makes the catch. Ooh. Not cleanly, however. All right, so 2 down now for Market. Let's see if he can knock somebody home. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. And the count 1-1 after taking an inside pitch there. And this pitch is over the zone. He hits it back up the middle, and it's going to get through for a hit and an RBI. He's on to base with an RBI single. Runners at the corners. All right, extending that lead out now for Mira, the first baseman, who takes a ball on the outside, sweeping across the plate there. A 77-mile-an-hour ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And then a second pitch on the inside ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Pruitt and Mira. Strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Mira. Pruitt delivers. And that one's way outside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch. And he walked him. So Mira walks for the 2nd time today, and that brings up Albert with the bases loaded. 1 ball, no strikes to Albert. Bases loaded. Pitch. A 2nd ball outside. No balls. 2 balls, no strikes. And it's hit back up the middle, and the second baseman will glove it there and throw to the shortstop covering for the first out. So 1 more added in that frame. The lead, 5-1. The home team trademarks, or I should say the deficit is 5-1 for the home team trademarks, who come up to bat now in the inning. And that one's popped up over on the first base side. Mira is out, and he's under it and gloves it for the first out. So Betts now up to bat. And Miles on the hill. Miles delivers, and that one's hit back up the center. And oh wow, McCoy dives and he makes the catch and is able to throw him out at first. Incredible. Walker now up to bat, the third baseman for the trademarks. And he hits that one hard. It's popped up in the right field side, and Rodney's running out, and it's going to get over his head. It's over his head, and so that is a hit, and he throws it in, keeps it to a single. But nevertheless, now with 2 men down, and David's up, we've got a man on first. All right, and he hits the first pitch out left field side. Roche is out there, and oh, it's very close. That was a pretty deep hit ball, but not quite enough to get out of the park. So the frame is ended, and we move to the Super Strike side of the 8th inning, top of the 8th. And that first pitch is hit right back up to the shortstop Jackson, who gloves it and throws him out. Milosh. So now Miles up to bat. And he bats at the first pitch, and it's hit very softly to Walker, who is able to throw him out at first. Saller now up to bat, center fielder. And there's a ball outside. 1-0 to Saller. That is a pitch that he hits, pops up first base side. Palmer is out there into foul territory, gathers under it, and makes the catch for the out. So the frame ends quickly there for the Super Strikes, and they did not extend their lead. All right, we've got a pinch hitter now for the pitcher. That is Gallant. Gallant now in the pinch hit. So we'll see a pitching change next frame, trying to get a little offense going, trademarks. And first pitch is a swinging strike. Second pitch is a swinging strike, so nothing in 2 to Gallant. Miles now in control of the at-bat. And he hits that one, pitches him back towards the inside of the plate, and he pops it up first base side. Mira's there for the out. Jackson now up. 1 down. And that one's also popped up first base side. It isn't, looks to be in foul territory, but yes, Mira's there and gathers it for the second out. So Mira definitely making a lot of plays right now. Dam 2 up to bat, and he pops up on the third base side. Looks like Albert's going to move in for that one and gather under it for the third out. So the trademarks go quietly, and we move to the 9th inning. Super Strikes up to bat and a pitching change. Kelly, the 5th pitcher today for trademarks. And that one's hit over the third base side, and he gloves it and throws over to first for the out. Walker to Palmer. Rodney, the always dangerous Rodney up to bat. 750 on the year, takes a swinging strike from Kelly. No balls, 1 strike. Kelly pitches him another strike on the outside of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes to Rodney. Kelly winds and delivers, and that's to the inside. He bats at that one, but he creates a lovely memento for one of our fans and hits it foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Rodney. Kelly winds and delivers, and it's to the inside now. Ball. Off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And another ball. He's kind of working the count after getting ahead. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is to the outside of the plate. He bats at it, and it is hit to Jackson, who's able to glove and barely threw him out. That was a very close play, and he almost legged out the throw, but nonetheless, Roche, the left fielder, now up to bat. He hits it very hard into the right field side. Simpson is back there, but it is going to be into the stands for a home run. Roche with the homer. Market now up to bat. Leading 6-1. 2 down. That's a hard hit ball. It's foul, but would have been an incredible line drive if he'd just been a few feet the other way. Still up with the count now 1-1. That was a pretty far out of the strike zone pitch there for Kelly. And he winds and delivers. It was almost behind Market. Looks like he's a little bit rattled at the moment. 2 balls, 1 strike to Market. Kelly winds and delivers. That one's back over the zone, and it's caught on a line drive by Palmer, the first baseman. So we move to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for trademarks to pull off a home victory here. And the right fielder Simpson up. That's it over to first base side foul. Miles delivers him a second pitch ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Miles. Simpson. And a ball there to Simpson. 2 balls, 1 strike. Miles is working it well, showing a lot of movement on those pitches, and he pitches the pitch there outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Simpson. Miles, he gathers that and delivers the pitch, and it's popped up. The catcher, Milosh, is going to be under it. He's calling for it, and he catches that one. Pretty easy, pretty routine. And we've got yet another pitcher, pitching change. Badger will be coming up. All right, so we will mark that on our score sheets. A ball. Badger delivers a first pitch ball to Corbin. And a second pitch ball to Corbin. Fielder Corbin. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one's over the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Badger finding his stride, and he winds and delivers another pitch. The very nice pitch with a little trail on it. Just caught the edge of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Corbin. Badger winds and delivers. And Corbin hits that one back to the second baseman, McCoy, who gloves, and throws over to first for the second out. So now the another pitching change. What is this? Fred now in. Looking to get everybody a little bit of work today. Fred in in an attempt to record the final out against Palmer, the first baseman. So Fred for the Super Strikes, pitching to Palmer, the first baseman. And he's behind on the count. 2 pitches on the inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Palmer winds and delivers, and it's to the outside, strike now. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Palmer. And hit on the inside on the hands, and that one's very close. Is it going to be a foul or a home run? Oh, foul ball. Very close, very close. And Rodney was climbing up on the wall to try to get that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Palmer. The pitch is inside. He hit him, so that's a base on balls. And yet another pitching change. We're going to see Dickey. Now he will have a chance to try to record this last out against Betts, the center fielder. And he takes the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Betts swings at that one, and it's hit over first base side. It gets beyond the first baseman, Mira, who was charging, and Rodney has to grab it. He almost threw him out at first, but not quite. So now runners at first and second, 2 down. Walker up. Walker batting .600. Oh boy. And first pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a strike, so the count even to Walker. 1-1. Dickey delivers that one. A 101 mile an hour strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he bats at that one, and it gets past the shortstop who's diving. We've got the bases loaded now. 2 down, bases loaded. Home team trying to come back in the bottom of the 9th. David's the catcher up to bat. And the pitch is to the outside. He's popped up. He's popped up. Market is out there. He gathers under it. He calls for it. And he catches it for the out. The game is over. Late charge by Trademarks is turned away. Miles takes the win. Carter is charged with the loss. What a game! Hope you enjoyed it.